Hi, these are your short and sweet January 2013 videos, and I want to tell you how to get the most of the astrology trends for the future month for January 2013. Always make sure you check at least your ascendant sign, and for the full prognosis, check this ascendant, moon, and sun sign. Most people always check their sun sign only, not realizing that actually it's not the most astrologically correct one. The most astrologically correct and personal sign is always the ascendant, which is determined by the exact time of your birth, the minute, the hour. And then comes the moon sign, which especially, particularly women, answer much more. For instance, last month I've experienced the prediction and the trends much more of my moon sign. Women, the moon is a female planet, and a lot of women connect a lot to their moon sign prediction. And if you don't know what your ascendant sign or moon sign astrologically are, you can go to my website astrolada.com, where I have a birth chart calculator. You need to know the time of your birth, or at least approximately, to find out those two signs and their degrees. Write them down and make sure, if you don't have time to listen to the whole prediction for the moon, sun, and ascendant sign, then at least listen to the whole prediction for the ascendant sign always, and then to the second part of the moon and the sun prediction when I mentioned particular degrees of the moon, of the moon, the ascendant, or when I mentioned particular days of birth which correspond to the sun position. If you hear your exact day of birth or position of the ascendant of the moon, or of the moon, like say 20 degrees Leo or something, if you hear these degrees mentioned, then you will definitely feel what is happening to you, what I'm talking about this month, because these are based on transit, and transits never fail. They're very specific. Even if the overall prognosis, the first part of the prediction of your sign, is not, you don't identify so much with, if you hear your exact degree of the ascendant or the moon or the day of the birth, you will definitely identify with the influences that I'm talking about during this period. So please, if you have more specific questions which those videos cannot answer, then you're welcome to contact one of my psychics or astrologers, which I've selected from all over the world for you, which are fantastic, carefully selected, and they can give you sweet and short answers for 10 to 15 minutes. You can have readings with them, or even shorter. So there is an answer for everything you're looking for here. Hi Pisces, this is your prediction for January 2013 for anyone who have their ascendant, moon, or sun in Pisces. And this month, many planets in January and part of December activating your 11th house. And the 11th house is fantastic, actually, especially for this part of the year, the last 10 days of December and the first 20 days of January, because the 11th house is the house of social activities, being socially active. It's all those parties you can go to where you're invited, being with like-minded people. So for the holidays in particular, it's great, because actually you can be much more active in society. You can be much more active with others, be more visible somehow, with like-minded people. And so this is great time if you're invited to any concerts, if you're invited to any going out or treks, or anywhere where you can be with bigger groups of people. Make sure you go there. Or actually, because these planets are activating your 11th house, you will be invited to more such places to go to, especially if your ascendant is in Pisces. This is when it's felt more strongly. And these places and getting together with people, with bigger groups of people, will be actually a source of some positive development in your life. It can help you fulfill some of your goals and dreams in life, or bring you a step closer to the fulfillment of your long distance hopes and wishes, because 11th house rules hopes and wishes. And usually when planets activate the 11th house, something happens that help us fulfill those goals and hopes and dreams that we have, those wishes that we have, and usually through another person, through friends, or through some social go, some benefactors that give you a helping hand. But even if it's nothing like that, you can just work in this month, in during this period. You can work towards the fulfillment and getting closer to the fulfillment of your goals. Something can just happen that makes you, takes you a step closer to making things happen in your life the way you want them. Your big dreams and wishes, and goals and long-term goals and hopes. And it's 12th house is the house of society, of humanity, so it's great to get involved in anything to help others, to get socially involved. Your social consciousness awakens more. You want to do things for others. You want to contribute somehow something from yourself, not only take, but you just want to get involved out there and be out there and do something bigger and better. uh, and it's also fantastic if you get uh, it's also fantastic for your business because 11th house rules gains coming from your business. And those of you who own their business or who have a job, they can have some improvement financial, maybe a bonus or maybe improvement for their income. It's not a given for everyone, but it's a possibility. But the planets are activating it quite quickly for 20, 30 days, and hopefully some of you will be able to benefit also financially from this situation. And this is also a period when the 11th house is the house of gains from government and from higher standing institutions as well. Presents from those, so you might get some taxes back or some present from the government somehow. It can be a good time if you're applying for help from the government to receive it, or from help from authority figures to receive that help, to receive this benevolence and protection or helping hand from higher standing people in institutions. And also Mars is activating your 12th house, and 12th house is the house of charity. If you don't give from yourself, and expenses, charity and expenses, if you don't give from yourself, because Mars requires some action, if you don't give from yourself some help for friends or people in need, or someone, whether it's your time, whether it's your finances, whether it's some old clothes, or helping them do something in their garden, or just giving some of your time to people who need it, if you don't do that, then life or the universe will extract it from you without your consensus, basically by bringing some expenses to you, or someone expected, extra extra demands and responsibilities that you have to give more of yourself. So it's a good that this month also you give a little bit from yourself to someone, whether it's time, emotionally, shoulder for someone to cry on, financially, even the best. Or you can have some extra expenses. That's the other thing that can happen unexpectedly. But at the same time, the planets activating your 11th house is also a place of gains. So there is a bit of a contradicting energy. One place is 12th house of expenses is being activated by Mars. So you might have some expenses you didn't expect, and at the same time, or you might be demanded to give some of your free time to others, to give of yourself like charitably. But at the same time, 11th house is the house of gainfulness, which is being activated, so you can also gain at this period. So you see a little bit of contradictory, but you're expending much, you're giving, and you're receiving much this month. Financially possibly as well, or just receiving from others in the sense of attention, of acknowledgement, of support. 11th house brings things from being acknowledged, or even from friends, just the attention of friends and the help from friends. As I said, 11th house rules friendship. So these are the areas of your life during this period which will bring you positive developments. As I said, be active out and about with friends and like-minded people. Financial improvement, moving forward towards fulfilling your goals and dreams a step closer, 11th house as well. And do your part for charity, do your part for helping others with the 11th house, or else you might have some expenses. So thank you so much, Pisces, and please share with us.